Well, hey, everybody, welcome back to the show, Conversations with Kenny. I'm your boy, Kenny. All right, you know who I am. You know what we're here to do. Joining me in the studio is my buddy, Nick, and he is a crypto enthusiast, and I'm super excited to have him on the show. We're going to be talking about Theta Token today. Theta Token. And what's up, Nick, man? How you feeling, man? How's it going, dude? What's up?
I'm feeling good. Thanks for doing a podcast.
Oh,
And
yeah,
finally, cryptos are accepted now, so we don't look like the crazy people anymore.
I know, right, man? I know.
We were talking, Bitcoin first come out in 2008, 2009.
Yep.
Or 2008, the white papers came out in October. Everyone is like, who's this Satoshi Nakamoto guy?
Right.
And then I think it was January 3rd, 2019, the first block was completed or mined, and it started off. And I think 2010, I bought my first Bitcoin. It was, or not 2010, but maybe 2012. It was $80.
No kidding.
I had 20.
Wow,
I had
dude.
20 Bitcoins at one point in time.
What? 20 Bitcoins would make you a millionaire right now.
I know.
Dude.
I could have been a millionaire 3 times already,
For sure.
But I exchanged them for other cryptos, so
Hey,
I'm positioned just right.
Yeah,
for the next,
you're like that guy that bought that pizza for.
I think the $20 million pizza.
Yeah, the $20 million
Actually, it's
pizza.
like $100 million now.
Something like that. Who knows? I want to get. We want to talk about Theta Token, dude. You love Theta Token. I love Theta Token. It is, in my opinion, probably one of the best and hottest cryptos on the market right now to get into. So,
yeah, now that cryptos have been around long enough, have proved they're here to stay.
Yeah.
There's actually thousands of cryptos. If people go to coinmarketcap.com, all the cryptos are listed, and you can scroll down through, click on any of them. It connects you to their websites.
Yep.
And it tells you their all-time high. All kinds of helpful
Got all kinds
information.
Of
But
I've shown that in a few of my videos,
yeah,
actually.
And all the cryptos.
Yeah.
There's only just a handful that are trying to be. Well, I mean, there's a race to be the means of exchange.
Right.
Like you buy your coffee, your gas, pay your house off.
Yeah, people want to utilize. Yeah.
But there's only a room for a handful of them, and I think that's going to be Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Digibyte.
For sure.
Because Bitcoin, they're going the path of a store value like gold.
Mm-hmm.
But it's expensive to buy it. Well, I shouldn't say it's expensive, but
the transaction fees.
Yeah, the transaction fees
are
are quite a bit,
yeah.
And it's slow.
It is slow. Yeah.
That's why it'll never be the means of exchange. Same with Ethereum, very slow, really high transaction fees. It's like it costs like $8 to send like
yep.
10.
Oh yeah.
So the last I checked. But
and the thing with Ethereum is, dude, I think Ethereum's on its way out the door in like 10 years. I mean, there's a lot of good ERC20 tokens built on the Ethereum blockchain, and I think Cardano is gearing up to take over for that, which is also a great token.
Right.
But
I gotta research Cardano a little bit more. I'm not. I've had so many cryptos to go through.
It's pretty.
I haven't had a chance to catch up with.
And that's the thing. There's so many good ones out there. Everybody has their favorite. You know? I'm a big ADA guy and Theta guy, just as you Theta.
Right.
And that's what. Let's get into a little bit about
Theta. Theta is, like you were just saying, or you brought up a good point. A lot of these cryptos, even though they were the first established, there's so many other projects out there that are ready to. To me, the point I'm getting to is Ethereum's already outdated.
Right, for sure.
Theta is why everyone's excited about Theta, because it does what Bitcoin does, it does what Ethereum does. Also, what Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin means of exchange, it's the ultimate crypto. But Theta, let's get to that.
Yeah, let's jump into that. Let's jump into the meat and potatoes.
So Theta, what makes it exciting is it's pretty much the new internet. It's because right now what people don't realize is that the internet has a problem right now. is there's so many people using it right now because they're
Right.
at home, working from home, more kids at home playing video games, that people's it's lagging, it's slow. Well, Theta is pretty much the new internet. It's fast. They've solved all those problems. It's faster. That's why when the video game people discover it, they're going to be flooding to it. Actually, EA Sports games, I think, already
I think
in
you're
deal
right. Yeah, they
with
did.
Theta. Also, the online video poker is going to be hooking up with Theta. Some other
And Theta, correct me if I'm wrong, but the co-founder of YouTube is the main guy who's building Theta, right? I mean,
I don't know.
I
gotta
think
look
he
into
is.
that.
I think it's a co-founder, and you can find all the information on Theta's website. But yeah, they're the guy who developed Theta is the co-founder of YouTube,
And
which
that's
is
a
and that's
lot
like
of
a
people.
big project, man. That is a big project.
It's gonna bring a lot of people over to the Theta
Right.
blockchain. Also, okay, video games, online gambling, poker. But video streaming for movies. Sony just
Yep, Sony just partnered with
partnered
them.
with them, and the price went up almost $1
Yep,
today.
I saw that. Dude.
Or the last few days.
Yep.
Another big thing that they're talking about is the future of education. Online education is going to use the Theta network.
Huh, dude, I never thought of that.
It's gonna, because the fascinating thing that's happening right now is, as time goes on, the challenges we face in society, we adjust with COVID, and this economic turmoil we're in, have made college campuses outdated. Because first of all,
Right.
you're not learning anything in these college campuses.
Right.
You're just going deeper in debt. So, with Theta, the online classes will eliminate.
Right.
It will make it affordable education, and
It's-
it'll be more like
yeah.
a tech school opportunity where you'll probably learn more.
Dude, it's fascinating how COVID-19 has really, kind of put us in a situation where we need to adapt and evolve, man. And that's across, like you said, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's going to be a lot
Which
of
I-
online educational things that,
Which I think, to me, is a little too convenient.
it does seem
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
too convenient. Yeah.
Because you and I mean, we got to be careful what we say about
For sure.
COVID
yeah,
on
for
here.
sure.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
But I just think it was too convenient. It just
You and
proved,
me both, dude.
It
You
just
and me
proved
both.
like so many people's jobs
Mhm.
are irrelevant, or what you would say. Everyone just proved that they can work from home, and it saves these businesses a lot of money not having to have the maintenance of an
Right.
office or have an office space or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
She's sitting
dog.
on down there snoring. She loves it.
But we can. That's a whole other topic. We
It
can
is,
spend
yep.
days on. But let's get focused.
Yeah,
on
let's
Theta
get
here.
back into Theta, man. Theta,
But
for
it's
sure.
hard to get right now, because a lot of people who are new to cryptos are just barely having a hard or getting in. The
Yeah.
concept of Coinbase
Right.
is their only way
Right.
to get
And-
cryptos, and Coinbase has a limited supply of what you can
of
what
what
they
you
offer,
can buy, exactly. And I've been directing people towards Coinbase
which is
to get into the crypto world if you're interested
good.
in, because Coinbase is a safe place. They're secure, and yeah, go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I don't mean to keep interrupting you.
That's
either.
why I didn't want to.
But
slurp
I
coffee
direct
or-
people into Coinbase to get into crypto just because it's easy, it's secure,
Yeah.
But like you're saying, it's hard because you can
Because
only,
remember when I
you can
first
only
got
buy
when I first got
certain-
into crypto, one of the hardest things was, Coinbase is the on ramp, and we can talk about that more in a little bit. Coinbase is the on ramp where you turn your cash, your fiat
Mhm.
cash, into crypto. It's an exchange.
right.
A lot of those other exchanges, you can't do that. You gotta, you know what I mean. You gotta either send Bitcoin or Litecoin to their exchange, not cash.
Right. There's plenty of examples of that. Qcoin exchange, Gate.io, Binance,
Oh, yeah,
even. I think
yep.
Binance, you could probably link a
Are
credit
they
card to, but I
available
wouldn't
to,
recommend that.
Are they
you know.
available to American customers?
I don't
Binance?
think anymore,
No,
because I
they
tried to
got-
buy some ADA and it said, I sent some Bitcoin to my wallet on Binance and I tried to buy some ADA
And it
and they
wasn't
said, oh, you're in the US, you have 1 week to withdraw your funds. I'm
Oh,
like, oh, I was like,
geez.
oh, geez. So I withdrew it, and and then I got a hold of you about an
Yeah.
alternative way to acquire Theta. But
Right.
before we get into buying Theta, why I'd like to kind of get into why you and I choose to invest in Theta, because I think that's really important. Because not only because of the monetary gains that are with it, it's going to be associated
Right.
with it, because that's super important. Who doesn't love making money?
Right.
Generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
But how is that going to happen? Because you know, I just kind of want to get into
Why we choose Theta?
why we choose Theta over why
Well,
that we choose
because
Theta and love Theta so
there's
much.
what we refer to the deep state
Absolutely,
people.
yes.
A lot
Dude.
of the deep state, your corrupt bankers
Yeah.
and people that really influence our society and have control the controllers. They've gotten into cryptos. They know about it,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to get their hands on as much as the good,
Yep.
the projects as they can. And Theta is actually one of the few projects to where it's got pure intentions.
Decentralized.
And it's decentralized. That was
Yes.
the big thing.
We are
I was getting
big
to.
on decentralization
Like
over here
soon-
at Conversations
Because
Again.
because why is everyone? Because YouTube censorship.
Absolutely.
So many people being kicked out. Soon with Theta, because the Theta network is just like they have a set that's just like YouTube, Theta TV, Theta.tv, where you can set up a channel just like YouTube, post videos. Bix Weir does that, and it works great. I already use
Yep.
it. More people should move over to it. But as time goes on, in the near future, that will be decentralized to where you can say anything you want,
Right.
which is great.
Without
I think
censorship.
that's important.
And Theta TV, from what I understand, it's like the example of what's coming and how it works. So you go to theta.tv and you can see how the system is going to be
Oh
working.
yeah, I think everyone right now can go to theta.tv and sign up an account. You just need an email or whatever.
Yep.
And check it out. There's
I
all
did
kinds
it,
of
yeah.
demonstrations when that rover or whatever that thing was that landed on Mars.
Mhm.
NASA did a live stream using Theta TV.
Really?
You could
I did
the
not know
graphics
that.
were amazing.
Wow, dude.
Actually, that just reminded me. One of the big selling points of Theta, it may be a first, I don't know, but 3D video streaming. Like they're gonna have a 3D network, 3D internet.
Really?
is going to be a
Wow.
feature of Theta. There's just so many. I get
Yeah.
there's so I forget what they offer, and they even have more surprises coming out in the next month or so. But yeah, Theta seems to be developed and run by what we call the good guys,
Right.
which we'll have another show on
For sure.
who the good guys and bad guys are.
The good guys, it's pretty black and white. in
Yeah,
my
I think
opinion.
everyone's
You know what I
catching
mean? The
on
good
to
guys are the people that
that
don't want
there's-
to tell you how to live your life,
Right.
and what
It's pretty much your patriot type people
Yeah.
type versus like globalist
right
philosophy.
people that want to cling to the old system of the banks and
Right.
things like that.
Yep.
For sure, dude. For sure. I
trying
don't
to
mean
think
yeah,
here.
I don't mean to throw you
No,
off.
no,
Ray,
I'm.
but
Maybe you know some stuff that I don't, but I know getting into Theta, probably the next month or so, you're gonna want to get in. They're gonna be the exciting thing for anyone interested in Theta is Coinbase will be offering Theta.
it will become, and when it does,
We think
yeah,
April 21st or the last day of April, Theta will be offered on Coinbase. And when it does,
it's gonna freaking
immediately.
explode. They have another upgrade, or is it a fork?
Oh, that's right. 3.0
The
version,
mainnet.
the mainnet debuts a week after, or sometime late April or May.
Yep, there's a countdown on Theta Token dot. Is it IO? I had
I
it
think
pulled up.
I think it's .io,
Yeah, you
but
can go
that's
to a
huge
Google
because
search to get to their-
that's when they announce more features and
Right.
and amazing stuff up. I forget what
They're
called,
like
but
upgrading.
upgrades. Yeah,
they're upgrading, and
but the
you know,
value of Theta, like they're already talking about. They see Theta market cap up there with Bitcoin or higher.
absolutely.
I think you will see easily by the end of this year, $100 theta.
And
It
right
could be
now,
higher though.
right.
It could be higher, especially if there's some economic turmoil that happens or problems with the internet.
Dude, when you're saying $100, and I personally, my intuition telling me that's like on the low end.
I know.
But dude, you think about, you can buy Theta. It's in a red market right now. If you're gonna buy Theta, now's the time to do it because it's like $4 or something a piece right now, which it seems kind of expensive to me because, dude, I remember seeing Theta literally like 2 years ago at 9-10 cents, man.
I remember that I found out about Theta through you, and it was 9 cents. But you said it was 9 cents by the time I bought it. It's 12 cents.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, which is still, I vividly
And
remember
even-
seeing
but-
that, and that's
but-
crazy because
yeah.
it's at $4 now, man. And
Today
unfortunately,
is March 5th.
March 5th.
6:51 p.m. Theta is what's that price there? $4.12.
Yep, $4.
Remember that.
$4.12.
End of this year,
Absolutely.
Theta
It
could be
seems high to me
$100, and still, that's going to be a
Have the
great
moon go.
buy because Theta is going into the thousands.
And we say that because we believe that because there's like Bitcoin. There's only so many Theta that can be made. There's not an infinity amount like Ethereum, for example. Ethereum doesn't have a limit to how many can be produced. Therefore, the price is going to always be appreciated. Same as the dollar. We see the more dollars you print, simple economics, right? So. Not only that, the Theta is an NFT, which is a non-fungible token, which I find is interesting. So
That's what I mean. It does everything. Everything the other cryptos do.
And the way it works, it's going to work alongside, I personally believe, with these streaming services we're seeing now, like this, the Super Bowl, we saw an ad for Paramount Plus. A lot of these companies are going to streaming. They're going straight, you got Netflix, you got Paramount Plus, you got Disney Plus now, and all these are going to rely on the Theta network to deliver
because
faster.
they can handle the data load
exactly,
or
dude.
whatever that's called.
And
But you just reminded me another huge thing about Theta is they're partnering with Samsung. And Samsung makes TVs, okay? Well, the new Samsung TVs are going to have crypto wallets on them.
What?
So the Theta,
Nuh-uh, dude.
There'll be a Theta wallet already built into the new Samsung TV.
Wow, dude.
But it gets even better.
It gets even better, friends. Hold on to your pants because it's getting better.
Well, you'll be watching TV.
Okay.
A commercial comes on for a pickup truck, clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
Say I want to buy that. So you, on the spot, from your TV, can log into your Theta wallet while you're watching TV, or put it on pause, and buy that product from your TV, from your Theta wallet right there. That's the future of television.
Wow.
And Theta is
and you
pioneer
earn
all of that.
Well, you can buy things with Theta Fuel, which you can earn Theta Fuel by sharing.
Well, that's the thing. We need to tell everyone what Theta Fuel is. Theta Fuel will be
It's
the
another
currency
token. Yeah, it's
on
another
the
token
Theta
that you can-
network.
Okay.
You'll use Theta Fuel to buy stuff.
Right.
You can earn Theta Fuel by watching, like when you log into your Theta.tv and you're watching Conversations with Kenny, you earn Theta Fuel. You earn Theta Fuel while playing video games, while doing your homework,
Right.
schooling on Theta. Even with the Samsung TV, you'll earn Theta Fuel by buying and watching. And the price of Theta Fuel will continue to go up also. So
right.
You
And
know,
you can
you
still
don't
you
even
can
need
still
to-
buy Theta. You can buy Theta Fuel right now. It's like 14 cents. You
Yeah.
can buy Theta Fuel on an exchange. We'll get into that later, how to buy Theta and Theta Fuel. But
Yep.
So there are two of the same though. You got Theta and then you have Theta Fuel.
Correct.
So, yep, that's
But
good,
anyways,
yeah.
but if you
That's wild though, man.
but
you
but-
have a freaking TV and you watch something and then you watch it and you earn Theta Fuel and it goes in your wallet in your TV and you're like, okay. And also, side note, that Spotify is looking at accepting crypto payments for subscriptions.
wow,
So,
and you can get tipped. I bet
yep.
people can send you
Yeah,
tips.
so it's crazy the decentralization and how this is all playing out.
Yeah.
It really is
And the
fascinating.
crypto, when people find out cryptocurrency, or which we know it's a technology, it's a blockchain technology, it is going to free us from these controllers. And one important way, an example of that is, like I said, there's many cryptos. They all offer different products and solutions. I forget what crypto it is. Poet, I believe. You may have to research that, but
Pocoin, yeah.
When you create content, say you're a musician or a writer or photographer, and you do your work on the internet, sales, or you create a product that's on the internet, you can copyright that material with Poet. So, like, say you take a photo of your dog in the backyard, and it becomes a hit, and people share that photo, like, on social networks. Like, some people, you can share photos and stuff like that. Well, every time it's shared, you collect, you make money every time the photos, that product, the song, every time the song's shared or listened to or whatever, you'll get paid.
Right. Wow.
So that's
dude.
No
God,
more.
I'll tell you what, if you're
no
into
more
frickin',
putting, creating a product, putting it on the internet, and other people steal it.
Right.
You'll control, contain, and get credit for your.
I'll tell you what, man, that is going to be huge for people who are into making memes, dude. Because I'll tell you what, man, memes are like the new revolutionary.
Are so effective.
They are, man, and I'll tell you what, they could be used for humor. You got spiritual awakening.
The most
crazy.
effective way they were used is in like taking out and exposing Hillary.
Oh, dude, yes,
and
dude.
Human trafficking and bringing attention to like.
Yep, absolutely.
Criminals and political use that helped Trump.
Right.
The meme.
It did.
Even but why is because the AI programs they have that do the censorship.
Yeah.
They'll go through and they can listen to words and they can. And they go through the comment sections and they can read words, but images, they can't translate an image. You see what I'm saying? So when a meme, they can't censor it because
the software
program,
wow,
it's off the radar. So it's
neat.
But yeah, oh my god, some of those I've seen the same meme goes around a million times.
I know.
Because even like YouTube, you get paid for every 100,000 views.
It's dude, you don't get shit from YouTube.
Really?
Dude, no, dude, because I watched one of the videos on there actually of a guy disclosing how much money they get paid. He had like 1.5 million views. He's like, let's see how much we got paid for this video, right? It ended up being like $350 for 1.5 million views.
Jeez.
And you think about how much work and editing people go into making these videos to get 1 million views, and it's like, wow, he only got like $300,
Yeah, better than nothing. Still.
I mean, if you get the fan base follower and then you start producing like every day, I could see how that might be profitable. But
yeah, some people make a career. That's their livelihood.
Yeah, absolutely, dude, absolutely.
But yeah, Theta is gonna be. I think everyone can see now why Theta is gonna be huge. And when you get into the crypto world on the internet, YouTube, search around, there's always people shilling cryptos.
Right.
And I'm hoping we don't sound like that. And I don't
You mean
think
like
we
pumping,
do.
like
pumping like Dogecoin or Dog Coin. We're not gonna.
We're not here to pump.
We're not gonna promote shit coins.
No.
We're trying to help people.
Absolutely, dude.
Obtain generational wealth. And or at least get your bills paid, get out of debt.
Yeah. We're not Elon Musk over here where we just add Bitcoin to our portfolio and it messes with the price. No, dude.
Oh, I know.
For sure. You and I both, we've been in the crypto game long enough. You know what I mean? We've a couple years now. You're a lot longer than I have. You got me into it.
Just a few years, but
But we've been into it, and we truly do want to see society progress to a point where we're not enslaved in this system, man, and there is generational wealth to be had. I mean, if you look at the chart, 2 years ago, literally 9 cents, and now Theta's at $4. It was trading almost at $5 yesterday. I mean, that's ridiculous, and to think that it could go even higher is totally possible.
I mean, it's not crypto's haven't even gone mainstream yet. But
I
I was just gonna say it's the modern day gold rush.
I don't want to mean to interrupt you real quick, but I do need to tell you guys right now that me and my buddy here are not financial advisors.
Oh, yeah.
You know, invest at your own risk. You know, don't invest more than you're willing to lose, obviously. You know,
Yeah, we're not financial
we are not
advisors.
financial advisors, and we are not responsible.
We're not responsible for your car.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So just had to throw that out there. But getting back to,
But it is the modern day gold rush,
It
and
is.
this is an opportunity of a lifetime. But this kind of ties in with who created cryptocurrency. Well, I shouldn't say cryptocurrency. Who created blockchain and why?
right.
I want to
Get
go
into
into
that.
that,
Yes, dude,
but
get into that.
before we end this conversation, I want to do an overview again of how
Absolutely.
how to buy the cryptos from the beginning.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got about a little less than 4 minutes left for part one.
We'll-
So
we'll
the
make that-
segment will just carry into the second one. So
Okay, we'll talk about who created cryptos
Okay.
on the next
yeah,
one.
we'll just
We'll
tie
just
right
do
into that here in a few minutes.
talk about cryptos more now, but yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to do a more thorough of like how people can get started in cryptos. And right now, you need a checking account at a
Mhm.
bank, preferably a debit card. That makes it easier. And you go to Coinbase.com or go to Gemini.com. Those are two crypto exchanges which we call like an on ramp where you can turn your cash
Fiat money
into crypto, Bitcoin or whatever. But ahead of time, to be prepared, just have a bank account, a checking account, a debit card. Go to Gemini.com or Coinbase.com. I prefer Coinbase. I think
I prefer
they're kind of the
Coinbase.
same.
Yeah.
It depends on which bank they work with.
Right.
And then, if you do online banking, have your password, username, all that. Have that ready. It just makes it easier. If you don't do online banking, that's fine, because part of the process is time. You need access to your checking account.
Right.
But anyways, you go to Coinbase.com, Gemini. Real easy. They give you step-by-step instructions how to sign up with using your email, cell phone. Real easy. Probably the hardest part is like when you, and don't be intimidated by it, but when you connect your debit card to your Coinbase account.
Yep.
What you'll do, you enter in your debit card number, and then Coinbase or Gemini send 2 transactions to your account. They charge you like $1.
Right.
Two small amounts, and that's when you log into your checking account, see what the 2 amounts are. And if you don't have an online account, you can call your bank and ask them. And you enter those amounts into your Coinbase account. Part of the
You have to do them in order. Yeah.
Correct, and that's all you have to do.
That-
If you're
that's
ready
the
to go, you
hardest
can
part,
start
yeah.
buying crypto.
You could start buying crypto, and that's what I did. And when I first got into the crypto game, I was a little sketchy, which maybe there's some people out there are. So
Right.
I went, dude, and I set up a separate bank account. You know what I mean?
Right.
I kept my
Play it
bills
safe.
separate, and I set up a separate bank account just for doing crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And
I did that.
I got the app, and then like you said, 2 transactions came out. One was like $1.06, one was $1.04. $1.06 came out first, so that was
So
in
you
the
would enter
top
that
box.
first.
Yeah. So once you jump that hurdle,
Yeah.
then
You're good to go.
Then you can start buying crypto, and then so let's get into say
I was gonna.
you take it off. You go ahead.
No, that's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Just real quick, and then you
No,
can.
dude, no, roll through it, man.
But I was gonna say, so then once you go through those step-by-step instructions, you're good to go, and you can start buying crypto. And don't look at it as buying crypto. You're turning your cash money into a crypto.
Your turn.
You know what I mean? So you're not
An
really
asset,
losing.
yeah.
You're not
It's an
losing
asset.
money. I mean, every time you buy something, it's just like buying gold and silver. There's a fee, or a handler fee or whatever. But
Mhm.
where the price of cryptos are going, who cares?
For sure.
You're going to do well.
It's an asset, yeah.
But I would just stick with Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin because You're going to make
unless you want to buy Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin. I hold some Bitcoin. It's always
Yeah.
good to hold Bitcoin for sure.
Right.
It's a longer term investment.
Right. You do go to coinmarketcap.com, do the research on the cryptos that they
Right.
offer. There's a bunch of them out there. It's limited what Coinbase offers, but you don't have
Theta
to
will
buy.
be coming to Coinbase
Right.
soon.
So within a month or two.
Right. Okay.
But you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can buy 10, 20, 100, whatever. And that goes for all the cryptos. You don't have to buy a full one. So if you want to put $50 in a week, $100 a week,
Mm-hmm.
1,000, 10,000, you can do that. Just whatever you feel comfortable.
Whatever you feel comfortable
And
with.
there's still an
investing.
opportunity to make some good money with cryptos. If you just
Absolutely.
want to try it out, just buy one of everything or
But yeah, do whatever you want. And one thing I tell people is to make sure you pull your cryptos off of Coinbase. You don't want to leave your cryptos on the exchange, man.
That's a good point, but that's
I've
people
talked
are
about,
gonna.
yeah, I've talked
It's
about
gonna
that.
seem like information overload. For some people,
I've talked about that. They can find that on some of my other videos.
But I think it's a little safer now, though.
Yeah.
These days, if Coinbase goes down,
right.
you could get, but you don't want to put yourself in that situation.
You don't want to put. You want to have.
So
yourself in your
what me
position,
and Ken do, and this is not advice. This is not financial advice. We have a Coinbase account, and then we have what's called the Exodus wallet.
Yep.
You can put it on your phone. I like working from my computer at home.
Right.
Or laptop. It's way easier. You can do it on your cell
You
phone.
can do both.
But download the Exodus wallet to your phone or your computer, and that is like having a safe at home or your wallet in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Once you buy crypto on Coinbase, you send it to your Exodus account, which is just a wallet. It's also an exchange if you want to exchange for other cryptos. But Exodus is a wallet. It's a safe. And when you sign up, username, password, email,
all that good stuff.
It's going to give you what's called 12 seed phrases. It's 12 words in a certain order. And you write those down. And you make 2 or 3 copies, and you put it in your safe.
Yep.
And a couple safes. You don't want to lose those. You always want to have a copy of those, because that's how you retrieve your Exodus wallet. If you lose your phone, or your computer gets fried, or how some tragedy of some sort, what you do, you buy a new phone, a new computer, you download Exodus again. It's going to ask for those 12 seed phrases. You enter all those in, and boom, it's restored.
Yep.
I've had to do that before.
Yep.
It's very handy.
Not only that, it's part of the decentralization, and part of that, which is awesome. If you ever plan on leaving the country, you can literally
You're
move,
your own bank.
You're your own bank. You can put money into gold.
That.
You can't move 14.
You can't
move $1 million worth of gold. Into another country.
Mm-hmm.
You just type in your seed phrase and boom, you got it. You know what I mean? So interesting side note.
But one last thing I want to add. Probably
I already ran it over. We're already we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good, man.
Something else I want to add is if you're not comfortable with cryptocurrency, gold and silver, because the reason why I recommend all of this is because the mainstream media is not telling people the economy is in bad shape. The Federal Reserve the other day shut down for 2 hours. The system shut down.
I freaking heard that, dude. I heard about that, man.
The payment system of the Federal Reserve shut down. That meant there were no checks being processed, no money being moved, and they didn't even tell anyone. And if they did, they made it sound like it was no big deal.
Yep.
But you have that problem. You have the stock market being called out, shorting stocks with the GameStop stock short squeeze. That was
crazy.
Good. And it seems scary, but what I'm saying is that the corruption's being exposed. The system's falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting shaky, and it looks like it may not be standing strong much longer.
No,
Look
I
at
don't
the
think
stocks.
I don't think it is.
But another thing, the big boys, the big bankers, the elite, the wealthy people are running to cryptos, gold and silver right now, and nobody knows it because our media is not looking out for anybody.
They're not looking out for anybody.
And if this goes down, this economic turmoil, so many people are going to lose everything.
So I have a question regarding that.
Yeah.
What's coming? What do you think about? Is now a good time to buy? I mean, we're in a red market, but or is it going to be another? Is there
I
going to be
think
another crash that's going to be a really good time to buy in?
like a dip. Okay. Well, I
You
think
know,
with the price of silver, first of all, silver I think is better than gold, better opportunity. So actually,
it's easy,
everyone's silver's the thing you have.
and it's easier to get into. You can
Yeah,
buy. You can still.
it's you. Yeah,
Not too many people
silver. I
have.
recommend silver. Where the price of silver's going, like $100 would be a good deal. Right now it's 25 or 26.
Right.
But um, I would say we're in that dip now for silver. I would get it now um, because now this this alliance of good guys that we'll talk about in another episode,
Yeah, for sure.
which now have made themselves known. They're going after the deep state banking cabal, and they're calling them. They're catching them on their silver short. The silver market, they're selling. When you, how should I say it? A lot of the silver is sold in paper form on the stock market, SLVs,
Right.
and they're selling silver they don't have. So what's happening right now is these big, wealthy entities behind the scenes and regular Joe Schmoes like us are part of that silver squeeze movement going on. Everyone's buying up all the physical silver they can right now, because soon next month when um, the SLVs cash in, people ask for their physical delivery.
Mm-hmm.
They cash their paper silver out, want the physical. All the physicals being bought up,
Right.
and when
They don't have it. Yeah.
the bankers or the stock market, have to produce physical silver for these people, they're not gonna be able to find any.
They ain't
They're
gonna
gonna
be able
get
to find
caught up on their.
Which makes it a very interesting. I mean, gold and silver, it's a good asset, but on the flip side to that, man, Bitcoin will remain the only asset that cannot be confiscatable.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas gold and silver, we saw in the 30s, there was the grab for the gold. They came to the
Right.
people's doors.
I've heard a lot of
and they
stories of that from
so
the
it's
old timers.
yeah, it's confiscatable. Whereas Bitcoin as a store of value, if you're looking to store a mass amount of value, if you have 10 grand, 15 grand, which to us is a massive
That's a lot
amount.
of money, yeah.
That is a lot of money. That a lot of these places are finding that Bitcoin's a safe place to store that value because
Right.
it can't be confiscated. You can't be forced to use
Right.
it under
It's anonymous.
Right.
And
but also, not to cut you off,
No,
I
it's all right.
apologize. I definitely believe in having a diversified portfolio.
should.
So it's good to buy that silver. It's good to buy the Theta. It's good to buy the Bitcoin and have a little bit of it all. Have a little bit of diversity in that portfolio for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Now, the so silver would be a great opportunity right now. It's $26 an ounce. You can get it. I go to like jambullion.com,
Okay.
or you can go to your local coin dealers around here.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
coin dealer.
I think just like one
We'll
ounce
leave-
silver rounds.
I'll leave a link to that website in
Yeah.
the description of the podcast
Yep.
too.
And there's other ones you can. I've worked with JM Bullion. I get a shipment within a few days, and when you call and make an order, make sure they have it in stock.
Right.
If they say, "Oh, it's gonna be a week or 2 or 3," don't order it. Just wait.
Will it say online too whether something's in stock?
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can. Here's another cool thing. You can buy silver with Bitcoin.
Really?
Back like years ago when Bitcoin really wasn't moving that much,
Yeah.
I was putting my paycheck into Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin would go up, and I'd buy silver.
Wow.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Smart move.
And
Smart move. Absolutely.
and a lot of people don't know that. You can do that with JM Bullion. But yeah, I mean those are two important things right now: is silver, cryptocurrencies. Even if you don't fully commit to cryptocurrency, buy some, learn it, practice it, just know how to use it.
Know how to use it right.
For if something happens and there's a big boom into it, a big rush into it, you can
And there
get
will
in,
be.
no problem. You're already established. You get some great prices.
Absolutely. Yep. You'd be,
And silver too.
further ahead.
Get as much silver you can, because I hear the United States Mint is going to shut down for 2 months.
Really?
They say they're they're preparing for a new coin design, and they got to shut down to do that.
Dude,
which
and I
that's
heard they're trying to get rid of the dime and the penny and all
Are
that
they
sort of
really?
stuff.
Nah,
Yeah,
they'll never do that.
and it's all just smoke and mirrors to me.
Yeah,
They
they
what
just
I believe
they
in,
lie
dude?
to us, and we can't do anything
We
about
can't do anything about it, but you can definitely take back control where you choose to store your assets.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer in the Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
But this show we are talking about Theta on this show. We're not trying to pump
Oh,
Theta,
yeah, I forgot.
but I am feeling good about it, man. Just because the news this week of them partnering with Sony, they're partnered with Samsung. We have, their mainnet 3.0 is launching here. Sometime in April.
April 31st.
April 30th. Yeah,
somewhere around
21st,
there.
21st, something like that. Yeah, that's on the countdown's on their website actually. So, what do you recommend are some good news articles, websites for people to go to get some good reliable information? What are some good sources to go to for that?
Because a lot of the information I have, I get from, and I want to give credit to, because I'm not smart enough to come up with a lot of this,
for sure.
but Bix Weir is an awesome source on Theta and silver. If you go to roadtoruta.com, which is road to root a
Right.
.com.
I'm gonna leave the
and
links
or
to these,
okay,
the
good.
description. Yeah, in the
And
description.
he's got a YouTube page or channel and a Theta TV channel, and every day he posts information about Theta, silver. He covers the silver manipulation real well.
Yeah, I've watched a few
thoroughly.
of his videos, and he explains it.
Yeah.
And
I hope, and another thing is when you learn this information, like we have, pass it on to people, because the more people we have that become crypto million, I don't want to say crypto millionaires, but the more people, Joe Schmoes and Jane Schmoes we have that have money, like that benefits society, because we spend our money, it reaches the people in our community.
Right, for sure.
Those big boys, when they spend money, it doesn't really affect us that much. You know what I mean? They may build a big hotel or something in the area, but us regular people having money, that's how gives us an opportunity to free ourselves and
it's
be able to live
definitely
life.
I strongly believe that generational wealth will be created with the age of crypto, and like you said, it's very important that we remain humble and treat that with respect and the positions we're going to be put in with this knowledge to help spread it. Absolutely. That's the age of Aquarius, man. I love it, dude.
That astrology, I tell you what,
we're in the age of Aquarius, and the awakening's here, dude. And how we handle the future, we have the opportunity right now with some of the knowledge of what's going on behind the scenes, and the future for people. We're optimists. We see that,
right. We see the full. We
see the way with the new Earth that's coming. The new
just the new
consciousness that
new philosophies and stuff like there's
absolutely
there's a big disclosure. If people don't realize there's something big about to happen.
Yeah,
we're on the verge of what people would call disclosure, and that disclosure is the truth of advanced technology being released. For example, the truth of who we are, our history, true history on this planet.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude. The extraterrestrials, advanced technology, the healing technology. There's so much.
It's the age of awakening, dude.
Being hidden from us, and the powers that be, the controllers, they're losing, and they're not giving up power very easily. Hence the election, what happened in November, which we'll talk about.
Dude, we can get into it. Dude, I'm not. Hey, man,
we'll tie into that.
We can tie into whatever you want. Man. Yeah, absolutely.
But I know a lot of people laugh at astrology and numerology, but as the saying goes, billionaires
JP Morgan. Yeah.
Well, billionaires laugh at astrology, or millionaires laugh at astrology, but billionaires. They use it.
I think it was one of the big banks that say millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do, and the reason for that is actually because of the cycle we're in with the age of Aquarius. And this ties in, and I'm actually have a great guest coming on the show. He's an astrotheologist to talk more about this.
We have one of those in our area?
He's from California, actually, but he's an author. And I don't want to get into and spoil
No,
too
that's
much
fine.
of that, but it gets into, billionaires use astrology because there's cycles and things they believe they have to complete at the end of,
Yeah,
So-
if people knew how the global elite controllers think,
Right.
they know our true history and how they're structured to the universe and how things work.
They do.
And they've hid it from us for a long time.
Absolutely.
They've been in control for thousands of years. They've been controlling us, how we think, as far back as our history can remember. So and they've been so thorough about it.
They
Like
have been,
people laugh at that stuff now,
Right.
but
They do.
soon
They don't-
it'll
yeah.
make sense. And
And it will. And you know what always fascinated me, dude, is there's like certain times of the year that I've noticed, in particular, targeted media ads, when planets are in certain alignment with things where you might be more emotional or receptive to a certain message. You'll see the,
they know
the
how
Red
this-
Cross commercial, or the angel, the pet one, to get and nothing against those organizations, but we know that it's been proven that a lot of these organizations, very little amount of your donated money goes towards the cause.
yeah.
It
Oh, I
actually
know,
lines the
sickening.
pockets of billionaires.
Right.
And we'll get into that some other time, but
Yeah,
it's
that'll be a
amazing how
fun
astrology ties into things like that, man. It's really bizarre when you step back and look at it from a bigger picture.
Right.
But going back to
I
that,
know, we could go on that
we could go
subject
on to
for
that.
hours.
We could, dude.
But getting back to like
Yeah.
the freedom part of it.
It's the time, dude. It's the time
This
of awakening.
is
man.
oh, that's right, disclosure. Yeah, there's a lot of truth that's about to be exposed, and the people that were in control are having a tough time giving up, letting go,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a rough transition from the old way of doing things to the new one, which kind of ties in what I was going to say. Who Bitcoin created Bitcoin and why?
Yes, get
If
into
we
that,
can-
please.
if-
Yes.
Get into that.
Absolutely.
So Satoshi Nakamoto, which is a code name or whatever you want to
I
call it,
love code names, dude.
For-
I love code names.
who presented this who presented the white paper. The white paper was like the blueprint or explaining what Bitcoin is, or kind of the patent.
Right.
I think is what the white paper is. But there's been some theories about who that is, who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but I think Bix Weir nailed it. He believes, Bix Weir is a cool guy. His life work, I shouldn't say life work, but one of his projects is talking about the gold hidden in the Grand Canyon. And the way he stumbled upon that topic, and this will all tie together, but he saw that the Federal Reserve of Boston had a comic book series they debuted called The Road to Ruta. And so he thought that was weird that a Federal Reserve would publish a comic book series. Well, he bought it and he read it, and he was blown away with what he saw. It was very cryptic. Each character's, and if you go online there, you can find that comic book and read it, Road to Ruta. And after reading it several times and analyzing it, each character was a significant person in real life. So therefore, what he found, Satoshi Nakamoto is Alan Greenspan, the greatest computer programmer ever in the history of the United States, or the first one back in the 60s and 70s. Well, supposedly he had a secret project he was working on, and he had a partner, I forget his name, but they had a project they worked on together in this room when he was chairman of the Federal Reserve. So Satoshi Nakamoto is actually a group of people, we think, that put blockchain technology together, which we'll get into that. Actually ties into something else where they got the blockchain from. But anyways, the reason they created that blockchain was because we needed something to get away from, to rival the dollar,
Absolutely.
the debt-backed oil dollar, and you can't just expose it, crash it. Society would fall apart. You need something up and running and established right alongside this dollar system, so when they crash it, you can transition into. So they're thinking Bitcoin and blockchain was created just for this, and they released it just in time. They needed it up and running, and they needed a few years for it to be used and broke in and everything. But
Alan Greenspan, that name sounds so familiar.
You'd recognize him from someone on the internet.
Is he?
He's 100 years old,
dude. So, but is he? I've always thought Alan Greenspan. I've kind of associated that name with, part of the elite, part of the cabal. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
His father, I guess, was a gold bug. Understood the importance of gold and decentralized currency or money, and so I think his dad was a big influence on him, and that's why he helped or was part of that project. But yeah, Satoshi Nakamoto is. I mean, this is just what we think.
It's speculation. Nobody knows for
but it could
sure.
It could be Alan Greenspan, and they created it because they needed another economic system to rival the dollar.
Right. So you're saying that Alan Greenspan is theoretical. I mean, he's insider good guy, maybe.
Right.
For sure.
But
all I know, dude, is that. The centralized banking institution we know as the Federal Reserve is, dude, it's corrupted, man.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a better way because, the banks, there's like this mysteriousness to the banking system, kind of how banks work,
Well, it was never meant. It was never meant
energy
to be fair.
It was never meant to be fair. Right.
It was from the beginning. It was a control system.
Yep.
And they knew what they were doing. This deep state, your globalist, whatever you want to call them, we'll just call them a globalist. When they plan 100 years ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they knew the dollar, what they were going to do with the dollar.
They knew.
Think they even had planned for a digital currency, but see, people were always been afraid of a cashless society. But I think the good guys got their version in, which is a blockchain technology. The globalists wanted a cashless society, which was like an RFID chip in your hand,
relied on
debit cards, more of a control,
intrusive
system. But I think the good guys got their version in, the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
They got it in first, and
for sure.
But
they want to build a system built on completely debt where you don't own anything.
Well,
I'll tell you what, man. This is how I look at black and white, dude. Bitcoin's going through the roof. Theta's going to go through the roof. And I hate to say it, dude, but it's kind of a means to an end for me because getting rich is that's a bonus. I just want to be debt-free, dude. I want to be debt-free. I don't want to be in debt to, the bank because of my truck loan or my house and not worry about them. I want to be debt-free.
I remember the first time I remember the moment I paid off all my school loans.
Oh, man.
I felt like a whole new human being.
Yeah.
And money it's a black magic. It is.
That's
exactly what it is.
Yep.
Because all this debt in the world, you stand back, you stand on the moon, look at the earth, and be like, who do all the people on earth, who do we owe debt to?
Exactly.
Like, it's a system that relies on everyone to believe in it. That paper, which is just money, but we've created this illusion where we're a slave to it. It. But
dude, it goes deep, man. It goes so deep, dude.
I'm not having trouble.
It's
finding things to say right now. There's so much to say.
How to present them, dude.
I got an information overload right now.
Dude, I completely understand. And I'll tell you what, man, multiple conversations like this, these are the kind of conversations that really,
Well, we never learned this stuff in school.
knowledge is ever, dude. You're constantly learning.
Yeah.
And we, like you said, I was homeschooled. You know what I mean. I was
You're
very
lucky.
fortunate to wake up early to the fact of kind of what's going on. Not that I'm not saying I
Right.
know everything.
No, I understand.
Because I'm always learning.
I understand.
But it's these conversations that really get you to start to think outside the box, like what you said. If you're looking at Earth from a third person point of view, it's like, who do all these people owe this money to? You're born on this Earth,
Right.
Like, there is a better way, dude, and that way is coming. And like you said earlier, the old system's dying, man. The old system's dying. People know it, and crypto is a way to kind of get free from the system.
And it'd also be a good fresh start.
Fresh start, absolutely,
Because
to help other people out.
If there's an economic collapse or turmoil, whatever you want to call it, your debt is going to be wiped out. You won't owe money to anybody because, first of all, the debt's fraudulent. And when the system crashes...
Right, these contracts that we agree to, loans.
So if you have some crypto, if you have some silver saved up, you're going to have a great...
You're going to have a cushion.
Good, fresh start. And even if it doesn't crash, even if there's not like a crash, boom, but like a transition type of crash where it just drags on, you're gonna be set because inflation's happening. The price of everything is starting to skyrocket. A 2x4, a 4-foot regular 2x4 is $8.
Dude,
right
I
now.
know, it's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy.
And the prices are gonna continue to go up.
Yep.
So if you every week you put a little bit of money, your paycheck, into Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, you use that as your savings, you're gonna be able to buy a lot more because
you're gonna be able to, right. And just to kind of touch on that real quick, we only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to touch into that, prepare for that system crash, definitely that economic crash. You see people prepping right now, food and ammo and all those things. Prep for a future where crypto takes over too. Add that to your prepping list. And also, my personal belief is, I don't know if you saw the article where Joe Biden's picked for the SEC. He's like a huge crypto guy.
Yeah, I see that.
I honestly believe, whether this is good for, getting out of the old system or not, I honestly believe that they're going to massively adopt Bitcoin to counter the inflation you're going to see from all this endless printing from the Federal Reserve.
It's a life raft.
Absolutely.
Everyone's jumping into it.
You know.
So the future.
So you're going to see,
that's a good point.
The price of Bitcoin skyrocket.
And you're going to see in 10, 20 years, one
adopted.
Bitcoin worth $1 million.
I believe that.
That's why, and same with all these cryptos.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars to $10,000. So if you think you're late to the party, you're not.
You're not even, yeah.
You think like Theta is going to be in thousands of dollars.
It's
possibly by next March it could be $1,000.
It's like Amazon
a year from now,
95 right now,
Yeah,
like it's or whatever.
Like you're gonna you think you're late right now, missing out at $4 Theta. You're gonna this is gonna be a bargain.
Yeah. And we talk about long-term holds, dude. 5 years. We say long-term hold 5 years, dude. 5 years is not that long.
No, yeah, have a disciplined plan. Just make a goal of accumulating crypto for the next 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm. And just hold it, dude.
And just hold it.
Hold it. Don't
discipline
buy and
with your
sell.
spending.
Yeah.
Don't cut down on the beer, the partying, down. If you got a truck with a huge lift, downsize to a little car.
That $15 you're going to spend on a Happy Meal at McDonald's, buy $15 worth of crypto.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And if you can stay disciplined for 2-3 years, you're going to be in great financial position.
Set, dude.
Even like a high school kid nowadays. If you have a kid that's graduating high school, getting ready to go into college, don't go to college. I can tell you what, you'd be... Well, I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd be better off, that high school graduate, getting a job at the dollar store, McDonald's, and putting each paycheck into Bitcoin.
For sure, dude.
By the end of the month, your first paycheck you put in there, $300 could be $400.
Mm-hmm.
And the next... And just be disciplined to your spend, and don't just leave it alone for several months. In 2-3 months, that $300 paycheck could be $900.
Could be, dude.
Just keep saving it.
Absolutely.
That's why you could probably raise a family, car, house, kids, working You know, unfortunately, those are the only jobs available these days.
Right.
It's hard. It's not easy out there.
For sure.
You could work at the local lumber yard or Home Depot or dollar store, and make good money if you can put your paychecks into crypto. Just
Definitely, dude.
let them ride.
Definitely, dude. All right, man. I only got about 30 seconds left,
Okay,
dude.
well, I just want to say this is my first time doing this. I had a lot
Dude,
to
I'm
say
glad you
and
came
share.
on. Dude, I'm glad you came on the show.
Hopefully,
man.
we can
We're going to, man.
get
We're
our
gonna have
thoughts
another-
out there in the next one.
We're going to, dude. We're gonna definitely. You're definitely coming back on the show, dude. I had so much fun doing this. Thank you for coming on, and keep it tuned in, guys. This is Conversations with Kenny. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.